Everyone treats summer like it owes you happiness. Long days, pool parties, your best life on a loop. So what does it mean when you feel worse? The summer blues are real. It's why summer is one of the busiest stretches of the year for people starting therapy. Therapy is not only for when you're in crisis. Grow therapy is for all the moments when you decide you want more. More support, more clarity, more tools. Mental health isn't a destination you reach. It's something you build, and Grow makes that easier. Grow connects you with thousands of high-quality licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. The therapist you want takes your insurance on Grow. Grow accepts over 125 insurance plans. Sessions average $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/book now today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/book now. growtherapy.com/book now. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Tina! Bring me the axe!
You're listening to Bring Me the Axe. I'm Brian White. I'm one half of this morbid equation, and I'm joined by my co-host and brother, Dave White. Hey, Dave, how you doing over there?
Thank you for asking. I am, as you know, reasonably well, all things considered. Got some teeth issues, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, though, real psyched about a current news story.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know if you've heard, John Ossoff, he made a comment about how Donald Trump just wants to fly around on his Qatari jet with Natalie.
Yeah.
And I am now as obsessed with Natalie Harp as she is with Donald Trump. It's my favorite story of the year.
Did you watch that Majority Report clip I sent you last night?
I sure did, yeah.
That when they talk about her like running after the golf carts because she couldn't get into a golf cart, so she had to run, and then they show the picture of her running at the end. I came apart. I was like looking into the face of madness at that moment.
It is confusing. It is much like the movie we are going to talk about. It is confusing and hilarious and bewildering. And she writes these letters that are like, I hope you're not mad at me for chasing after you on the golf course. Or the time she rode in like the trunk of
She
a
rode in
car.
the trunk because they didn't have room for her. And she had a screaming match with the Secret Service. And they were like, I don't know, lady, ride in the trunk. And she was like, fine, I will.
She slept in like a bathroom just to be near him.
At the fucking golf course in Scotland. She slept on the floor of the bathroom. This lady is broken in a fucking bad way.
Have you heard anything about her life? Like, it's not that surprising. She and her brother
just a little bit.
They were homeschooled by like super religious parents. And she was like, I'm a daddy's girl and I love Jesus Christ and everything. And then her father killed himself.
Oh, I didn't know about that part.
Yeah,
I know that he died. And I know, but didn't he die after she became sort of obsessed with American presidents? Because according to her brother, she was writing letters to like George W. Bush and that were very thematically very similar.
They were as adoring though.
No. She's been given access now, and that is probably a contributing factor.
Yeah, that's encouraging. That is like, yeah, you are enabling this psychosis. And yeah, it sounds like it all kind of broke her. And, you know, she's like a super religious, super Christian person who, you know, they tend to be a little reductive in their thinking to begin with because they think the world is scary. And she just like locks onto this guy. And it's like, of all people, to be obsessed with. Like he is, look, being obsessed with anyone is not healthy. It doesn't matter who it is. But like, okay, Mitt Romney. I think he's scummy.
Yeah.
But you can look at him and be like, all right, he's got this kind of like rich white Republican man thing. You're like, all right, I guess I can see why some people might find him attractive.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump is like this spray tanning sack of garbage.
He's
like oozing awful smells.
He's
all
disgusting.
The time.
He's like shits his pants constantly. Like this is like an open secret on the fucking hill. He's like Jabba the fucking Hutt, and she is just like singularly
and
devoted.
She's
to
like
him.
that little thing on Jabba's shoulder.
Oh yeah. The fucking one, the Salacious Crumb, the little guy who laughs.
Salacious B. Crumb. Yeah, that's what she is, and it's so bizarre because I don't think any of it's sexual. I think
no. I think it is perfect. It is purely like a daddy thing. You know?
Yeah, and it's creepy though. But like she's projecting. Like I think a lot of things are getting mixed up in her mind and just sort of crossing in ways that they shouldn't be. So it's like mostly the daddy thing, but it's also like there's weird romanticism to it as well.
Yeah.
In a very like, in that way where like fathers are like, oh, you best not touch my daughter. And it's like, why would you say something like that? That's really creepy. It's like that kind of weird purity ring bullshit too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing to just watch them come apart.
There's a lot of weird infantilization going on with her too, but you got to remember, she's like in her 40s.
She's 35.
Okay, I thought she was a little older than that.
Or like 38 or something like that. I mean, too old to be doing any of this weird shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure. But it sounds like everyone who works like in the White House just cannot fucking stand her.
Yeah.
Because she's constantly like, hey, someone call my name? Huh? You guys talking about me? Who's that? Do you mind if I just slide in here? I just gotta get right in between you guys. I gotta get in there. And they're all like, hey, lady, we're trying to do, I mean, not our jobs, but something that resembles work. And like, she is just constantly there. And like the Secret Service are like, we need you to fill out this paperwork to get security clearance. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean no? Like, why no? And that's the really weird thing is why no? And I think it's because she's probably lied about a lot of shit.
Oh, probably.
And she doesn't want them to find out. Like, she was like,
oh, sure,
he
like
saved my life because I had cancer. It's like, bitch, you didn't have cancer.
Yeah. If you lie on those forms, it's like a federal crime and shit like that. Yeah, there's going to come a time when he will inevitably, because we still got, Jesus fucking Christ, like, we still got like a couple of years to go here. And he will inevitably, there will be too much scrutiny. There will be the eyes upon her will become too much, and he will eventually do what he does with everybody, particularly the women in his orbit, where he'll just leave her out. He'll just hang her out to dry.
Yeah, he'll jettison her. Maybe not. There are other people that will go first, though, because she is giving him something that nobody else will give him, which is that like obsessive adulation.
Yeah. And then when he does, she's going to go,
No.
What?
No, don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day.
We are.
Exactly. I won't be lied to, Donald.
oh, fuck. What a mess. What a goddamn mess. The United States government is, oh, man. Like, I still
Things
think
are
back.
going really
I still think
well.
back to like a year ago when everybody was just resigned in defeat to this authoritarian takeover, and a year later, like this is what's happened, and nobody really knows how to handle anything because it's a fucking it's surreal. We are living in a David Lynch movie.
It's dystopian on one hand, but on the other hand, it's so profoundly bizarre.
I keep describing it as we're living in a Paul Verhoeven movie. We're living in RoboCop right now.
Kind of, yes. Yeah.
Yep. Jesus Christ. At least it's entertaining.
Pete Hegseth is that Paul McRae? Is that his name?
Maybe. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't paid too much attention to that. People throwing themselves off the fucking deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln.
No, Paul McRae is the guy in RoboCop. He's like the second bad guy. He's like Red Foreman's second in command.
Oh shit! Okay,
the one from ER, and he was in Fame.
Oh yeah. The guy who gets the toxic waste on him.
Yeah, I think it's Paul McRae.
Nice. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, guess we got to talk about this movie.
Natalie Harp,
everybody.
The Stefania Stella of Donald Trump's age.
I wonder if she can sing.
Oh, she'll try. For him, she'll try.
Oh, God. If he asked her to sing, you know she would. She would sing her heart out to Cats, Memories. She has probably done that for him in the absence of an MP3 player.
Mm-hmm. Natalie, the radio doesn't work.
Oh, man, we practically grew up in neighborhood video stores, and the steady diet of utter garbage those shops provided us with continues unabated to this day, and there's no one else I enjoy chopping it up with more about trashy movies than Dave. Oh, my God, have I committed us to a fucking garbage heap.
I think this might be a top 5 bad one.
This is, oh, yeah. And I do want to say, I was pretty emphatic that this movie fucking sucks, but I love it. God damn it, I love it. Just before we get into it, a little housekeeping. If you want to keep up with us between episodes, you can also find us on Instagram at Bring Me the Axe Pod. Dave's over there at That Queer Wolf. And if you don't know, we've got another show called 99 Cent Rental, where we cover all manner of video store madness on the weeks that Bring Me the Axe is off. Our latest episode covering the Poseidon Adventure is out now. It's fun. It's a good episode.
I love that movie.
Yep. And Love Connie was pleased that we were not mean to Shelley Winters.
Well, this time.
Next time, Shelley.
It's not my fault. Shelley Winters made a lot of fucking movies.
I will defend her. And that's out now. We'll be next week with a look at The Cars That Ate Paris, a movie that is remarkably not French. Mm-hmm. You can also contact us directly at bringmetheaxepod@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or suggestions. Do let us know if there's a movie that you love and would like to hear us give it the old business. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, please do. You can look us up over there, patreon.com/bringmetheaxepod. There's a couple of tiers you can join there. All paying members get ad-free episodes. Subscribers at the $5 a month tier can look forward to our bi-weekly X-Files rewatch pod. Do you think I'm spooky?
Ooh.
Yeah, the latest episode is a look at the season 2 episode, Our Town. And it ought to be out tomorrow to coincide with this. I'm running a little late with this episode.
Oh, cannibalism.
Cannibalism, in fact. There's also our monthly Bring Me the Axe Millennium Edition, a bonus episode in which we explore a modern horror movie. Current episode is Look at Mandy, and we're right around the corner for our next month's movie, the 2002 U.S. remake of The Ring. You're not going to want to miss it. That's a pretty good episode. I feel like we had a good time with that one. Mm-hmm. All Patreon subscribers, even the free tier, get access to our Discord server. It's chat rooms. Come on in, pop over, crack wise with your fellow listeners and myself. I'm always in there.
And here's the big bonus. This is the thing you don't think about that really matters. When you contribute financially, that money goes to us. This new tooth in my head that I'm working on, look, it's 4 figures so far.
So far.
I mean,
every subscription counts. Every month counts. It often goes to very, very good causes. Oh, shit. Yeah. And so pop in. Paying members get access to additional channels, voice and video chat, and the watch parties option. Watch movies with us on a Friday night. We watch Monday's episode the Friday beforehand, and we have a good time with it. We watched this one, and it was just a fucking laugh a minute in the chat the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, that's patreon.com/bringmetheaxepod. And hey, don't sleep on Laughing in the Dark, our Are You Afraid of the Dark rewatch podcast.
Oh.
It's fun. It's with our friends Eileen from Uy Que Horror, Mikey from Morbid and the Rewatcher. You know him. You love him. We like him a whole lot, too. Yeah. Out now wherever you get your podcasts. And lastly, if you like what you hear, you can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube. Search us by name and subscribe if you prefer to consume your podcast that way. And you'll be doing us a favor by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Yeah. So take just a moment of your time.
Yeah, and if you're like, hey, I don't know what to write, just you can be like, hey, are your things on YouTube? Are they videos? No, they're not.
No.
Nope.
Purely just audio.
Yeah, what do you want to look at my fucking toothless maw?
There were people who've been like, oh, you guys need to do video, and it's like, what value would be added by looking at us?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, there's a couple of middle-aged dudes. One of them is surrounded by toys.
With opinions.
Yep.
And if you do listen on YouTube, do us a favor, give the episode a like, and leave a comment. We love hearing from you guys. Just want to get that all out of the way right at the top of the show so we can run you this bonkers fucking trailer. Here we go. Maybe turn your audio down. Jesus Christ. This one is loud.
At last it has arrived. The return of the great thriller. The winner of the Fanta Festival Special Award, Lucio Fulci. Which dark mystery is hidden behind the monuments of the Eternal City? Who's killing those innocent girls? Why are their dead bodies filmed? And why can't the police find any evidence apart from those grim videotapes? Which is the link with the serial killer that scattered death in America and that the FBI calls the video killer? Which bloodline ties the strange figures of an esoteric Rome to the filming of a video clip? Who really is the mysterious and fascinating Stefania Stella? And which is the terrible secret rising from Alex Ritt's past? The new revelation, Stefania Stella. Rick Gianazzi, Ugo Pagliai, David Warbeck, Alida Valli, Leo Daniel, Giorgio Albertazzi, Ciccio Grazia, Linnea Quigley, Angus Scrimm, and in their last great appearance, Rossano Brazzi and Donald Pleasance as Professor Robinson, with special effects by the Academy Award winner Steve Johnson in a never-ending thriller. Stefania Di Giandomenico presents Fatal Frames, directed and music by Al Festa. The extreme limit of fear.
They are really taking some liberties with that cast.
The revelation of Stefania Stella.
I will be the judge of that, please and thank you. And I will not judge it well, I promise you that.
Oh my man, I love this stupid fucking movie. I saw this
real dumb.
I saw this a few years ago. I basically made a watch list of all basically every giallo I could find on Letterboxd, and then I would use this randomizer thing that somebody had made, that where you just like plug your thing in and it would randomly choose a movie from your thing. I would go out and look out, see where it was streaming. This one was not, so I had to get really crafty with my illicit sources, and this was a fucking revelation, because like I did not know.
Yeah, it's a revelation of Stefania Stella.
Oh my god, my life was enriched by watching her and learning of her heavenly voice. But like this one hit me, and I looked at it and I was like, this, just at a glance looking at the page, I'm like, this doesn't look like it's gonna be very good. And I was surprised, not because it wasn't very good, because this movie is terrible. It is so bad. This is. It's enjoyable in ways that I find very hard to articulate, and I suppose that we're going to get down to it, but like, holy shit, I was not prepared for how bad this movie is.
It is confusingly bad.
It is. And what's weird is I actually kind of see at the heart of it, if this movie wasn't so fucking bloated and it were just like a 90-minute giallo, it would probably be a purely and also it didn't have Stefania Stella and wasn't like a sort of like naked vanity project for this guy's wife.
Stefania Stella.
This would probably be a purely like straight down the middle 3-star giallo, you know?
I don't think so. I think it's even too convoluted for giallo.
Okay,
because the plot of this movie is so confusing.
I think,
and yet somehow pretty straightforward.
I think that with the problem with a lot of it, I think is mostly just in the performances and the fact that it's very disorganized and like characters come and go. There are cops who are all sort of separately investigating this, and they all kind of are like, there's a guy who shows up here and it's like, I don't know what this cop's name is. And then another one shows up and like, he seems to be the main investigator and I don't know what this cop's name is. And then all of a sudden David Warbeck shows up and takes over and becomes the main guy. And like, there's like characters who sort of come and go and they all kind of factor into the main conspiracy, but they're all named, but nobody's calling each other by name. So it's very hard to kind of reinforce who's what in this movie. And so all of a sudden the movie comes to an end and it's like, oh, okay, I get it, I guess. And then you'll think back on it and it's like, oh, sure, yeah, I guess all that made sense.
Oh, no, you see the ending coming from like a mile away.
It is a very predictable giallo.
I have seen this before. I used to have the Synapse DVD of it.
Okay.
a long time ago, but I hadn't seen it in forever,
Which is,
and I didn't remember it.
I think that's the only way to get it. Like, it does not exist on Blu-ray, probably never will, and I guarantee that the reason that it never will is because of the music.
I would be willing to bet that you will one day see it in one of those forgotten gialli boxes.
Oh God,
from
it is
years
only
ago.
a matter of time before they get around to that, because they've been creeping closer and closer to the 90s with their sort of forgotten giallo boxes.
And the 90s are just so bad. It is such a bad era.
This is it. I am calling it. Like, they continue to make giallo after this, but like this is the terminal point. This is the bottom of the barrel. There is nowhere left to go after this movie.
Yeah, there's like no Italian film industry left at this point. It's just Al Festa.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like the last man standing at Fulvia Films.
I mean, God bless.
Yeah, but this movie is fucking hilarious for like all the wrong reasons. So here we go. The year was 1996. Year of our Lord, a rare step into the 90s for us.
It does happen.
Yeah. So here were some other movies released in 1996. The Craft came out that year.
Okay.
I
remember that
near and dear to many people's hearts.
Not me, but
Not me either, but
stick around.
Yep, hang tight. We got somebody who loves it coming up. Scream came out in 1996.
Okay, I do like that one.
Like that one a lot, right? Okay. How about Don't Look Up? Have you seen Don't Look Up?
Sounds familiar.
Hideo Nakata. Released the year before he made The Ring.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Also in 96, Ebola Syndrome.
Oh, boo.
Hong Kong Extreme Horror with Anthony Wong, who started a lot of those fucking Cat 3 horror movies.
Movie sucks. It's also gross.
That guy's run in those Category 3 movies had the same sort of effect on me that Long Island Expressway had on Brian Cox for me, where like every time I would see him, I would get like really fucking like anxious because he's just such a psychopath in those movies. And then rounding it out, oh boy, Hellraiser 3, an Alan Smithy movie.
Nope, correction. I meant Hellraiser Bloodlines. Hellraiser Bloodlines came out in 96. Back to the pod.
Oh, so a good one. It's the one everyone's proud of.
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody loved it so much the director just had to take his name off of it just so he could share the credit. You know, it just wasn't all going to him.
Yeah. It's the Dune of Hellraiser movies.
Is that the one that ends in space?
No. The one that ends in space is the like origin story.
Okay.
I think.
So is that 3? Is that Hellraiser 3?
I think it's 4.
Okay.
It's either 4 or 5.
Yeah, because one of them ends with a giant lament configuration in space. That's all I remember. And I was at that point, even me who liked everything at that time was like, yeah, I think I'm done with these.
Yeah.
So our director is a man named Al Festa, the great Italian director Al Festa.
Tell me about his other movies that you like.
JK, Al Festa was a musician and a composer whose work was primarily in film under Fulvia Films for Fabrizio De Angelis during their final and bleakest years. In the late 80s, he was a part of Fulvia's last remaining talents, scoring primarily films for Bruno Mattei and Claudio Fragasso. The latter name should be familiar to a lot of people, being the director of one of the worst movies ever made, Troll 2, and the former being a prolific director of sometimes tremendously entertaining garbage like Rats, Night of Terror, and the numerous screaming and shooting action films starring Reb Brown.
You know who loves Rats?
Do you like Rats?
I fucking love that movie.
We should do a movie.
Whew,
that
so
ending
good.
is bananas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Festa's earliest work was actually in music video, and you can still find his channel on YouTube, which demonstrates his work with people like Heather Parisi, an American singer who you're likely familiar with if you follow Jeff Nelson on Instagram, and the band Ghost. Not that Ghost, obviously. He's directed for 4 movies, and 2 of them star Stefania Stella.
Yeah, his music is not particularly noteworthy at all. Like Robo War, Born to Fight, cop game. These
Yeah.
are like in the sort of canon of Italian film scores. He is barely a footnote.
Yeah, his stuff is like, it's like he was really, really trying to keep foot in the world of high energy dance music.
Yeah, it's like real knockoff Fabio Frizzi stuff.
Yep. Al Festa died earlier this year.
I saw that.
Yeah. So our cast, our cast, as far as there is one, stars Stefania di Giandomenico, Stefania Stella if you're nasty. Stella
playing a character named Stefania Stella,
ostensibly playing herself in this movie, which manja,
and she can't even do that right.
Oh God. Al Festa's wife and an actor. Listen, their love is so true. I love these guys so much, who just use their position and platform to give their talentless wives something to do.
Robert Zombert.
Everybody was just on Robert Zombert's dick for like fucking that I love my AI robot video that she did. Look, it's not terrible. It's not as bad as most people said, but God bless them. That's a true love for the ages.
Yeah. It's nice. You know?
And Al Festa doing it here for his wife. She is an actor with a surprisingly long CV going back to the early 80s. She was a vocal student of Nora Orlandi, who was quite the singer.
Which is fucking insane. Nora Orlandi is one of my favorite composers.
She is.
And she is an incredible singer, an incredible pianist, and an incredible vocalist. Stefania Stella, on the other
I'm going to
hand,
guess that she spent an hour with her just so she could put that on her resume.
Ooh.
Yeah. Orlandi, composer in her own right, performing on soundtracks of giallo that you have definitely heard of. Also, a lot of spaghetti westerns and polizios. But
yeah,
Stefania,
very often when you hear a female, I won't call it singing, it's more like vocalizing in those Italian scores. There's a 50%
when there's
chance
like a soprano just going like, oh, like over the guitar bits and shit. Yeah, that's probably her. I wonder if she's one of the narrative songstresses in the Keoma soundtrack. She's one of the ones.
She is not. No,
one of the ladies telling you what Keoma's doing.
No, Keoma. Now he's looking to the west. No, I can't remember her name. Something Del Orso or something like that.
Okay.
Is her last name.
Yeah. Stefania here. Hoo boy. Are we sure she took singing lessons at all? Really? There are several articles out there announcing her death earlier this year. She died either just before or just after her husband, and it's not really clear. It's not really clear how, because they were both just in their early 60s.
Okay, it's less beautiful now.
Yeah. But the announcements all talk about her stunning career in music, but the only songs I can find credited her are both in this movie, Eternal City and Alibi.
She's also a fucking terrible singer.
Tone deaf.
What I just did when I was singing about Keoma, that's better than what she does in this movie.
No, you had a consistent key. You were in the scale. You did it. You did it great. Stefania, that's a hard ask for her.
Yeah, there's a lot of flats.
She co-founded a production company called Factory, which I believe was their venue for music video production. She also came up with the idea for this movie with Festa, an egregious vanity project meant to showcase Stefania's many talents.
Mm-hmm. All on display.
We also have got Rick Genasi, whose best known works are this very movie, the absolute dogshit sci-fi movie Mutant Hunt, and as Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD for Troma. The latter of which I seem to remember being in development for fucking years when I was a kid. Like every Troma movie released between 1989 and 1996 featured a big coming soon hype, and so I looked it up, and yeah, the movie was made in 1990 when Namco, of all companies, partnered with fucking Troma to make a Kabuki-themed superhero, and it went unreleased until 1996 when they managed to get her to release a PG-13 rated cut for some reason.
I would be willing to bet it probably had something to do with the fact that the Toxic Avenger was kind of being developed as a cartoon for children.
Oh shit! Because I think Toei did the animation for that. Okay,
Yes.
so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because
So it
also
probably is coming on that.
because this would have been around the time that Toxic Avenger 2 came out, and that was.
Sergeant Kabuki Man is a very offensive film, not surprising. And not in
I'm sure that they took it to Namco and were like, and they were like, what the fuck is this, Kaufman-san?
Yeah, I know everybody thinks that trauma movies are great, and it's so funny. I don't think that shit's cute. I think it sucks. I think it's just stupid.
Rounding out our cast, Donald Pleasance in his final movie. How many of these actors went out under such circumstances? Orson Welles in the Transformers movie, Raul Julia in Street Fighter, Donald Pleasance in Fatal Frames.
Well, put a pin in that, please.
Okay. Alas, this is just a technicality. In truth, Pleasance's scenes were all shot in 1993 during the movie's primary production phase, and when the movie ran out of money, Pleasance went home and acted in his final production, Halloween 5. Fatal Frames found new funding in 96 and was able to finish, writing him out of the movie with a couple of other actors who also died in the intervening time, leaving Festa to add David Warbeck to the production to fill in for all these cop characters who checked out of life.
At least David Warbeck's like a recognizable person. He's probably the only star in the movie.
Yeah.
And he is well past his prime at this point.
And he is doing it for the back rows.
Yeah, he is.
I love his role in this.
Pretty much everybody is just shouting at everybody else.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole movie.
It's fantastic. That and a lot of running in silhouette against a blue fill light and like stage smoke.
There is one little cobblestone alley. You are going to see them all run down this 7 times.
Yeah. So by 1993, giallo was out of gas. A fertile period of the 60s led to the genre's peak and peak saturation in the 70s and a pretty sharp decline in the 80s. Festa and Stella saw an opportunity to put a little gas in the tank with the salacious 70s-style giallo. It's got all the moves, it's sleazy, it features numerous performances of the same musical number.
Yeah, he says the genre was in a slump. It's like, dude, it was not in a slump. It was long dead.
Oh yeah, it was wildly out of fashion at this time. Like, kind of also a bit of a joke in Italy. There's a big twist and a fake out at the end. As far as giallo go, I don't think it's a terribly bad plot. The flaw is in its execution, though no one ever copped to it directly. Fatal Frames is naked vanity project to make a movie, and a music star out of Stefania Stella and a mediocre giallo throwback turns into a bloated talent show for a woman with no talent.
And so here's the thing. It's like Al Festa. He saw what other directors did in gialli, but he didn't really understand why they did the things they did. So you get like bold color palettes, canted angles, sexy ladies running down cobblestone streets, but they're all just kind of jammed into it, ostensibly for no reason. Like, just because those are hallmarks of the genre, but he doesn't get why people do
I will say this. I think that Festa is kind of suffers from the same thing that a lot of the early advertisement and like American ad and music video directors had when they sort of jumped over to feature films in the 90s, where all of a sudden like Michael Bay and like David Fincher and like all these guys who were doing stuff in the short form. Who's the guy who made Snyder. Zack Snyder was also one of those guys, where they all kind of have that problem where it's like snappy, snappy, snappy. Everything, like the only thing I know is the short form and style over substance. And so they're like jamming their music video sensibilities into the long form where it really doesn't work. Like, you do not need 100 fucking cuts in 60 seconds.
Right.
You know, like, and all of these movies feature that, and like a ton of like several different camera angles for one shot, like people jumping back and forth between all of them. That happens here, and I think it's just a common problem that music video guys have when they make the jump, and like the good ones eventually adapt and figure out that stuff doesn't really work. Festa, It's a hard transition.
Yeah, he doesn't make it. He doesn't make it through.
Yeah. So the movie began production in 93 and ran out of money almost immediately when the original producers, realizing that Stefania Stella can't sing or act, took their money and ran. For the next 2 years, Festa sought funding and eventually got it for a company named Mediaset, a mega media company founded by corruption and fascism enthusiast Silvio Berlusconi, former Prime Minister of Italy.
Yeah.
kind of hard
He's
to...
actually funded a bunch of movies many of which you might recognize.
Sure, yeah, his company was huge. It was like a massive like media conglomerate in Italy, and that was what he was up to before that. And he also owned a fucking football team. But
I'll tell you what else he loves: sexy ladies.
oh yeah, he does. Yes, he does. It's kind of hard to talk about Italian media in the 90s and not mention that guy. The movie was furnished with an additional lira equivalent of $2 million American.
Wonder where it went.
I'm going to guess that ridiculous morph effect at the end of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But also maybe the 8,000 cameos. Or as the film refers to it, the cast.
Yeah. But listen, hey, Angus Scrimm, Linnea Quigley, Donald Pleasance, all of them, they got to go on vacation. You got to bring them in. You got to fly them in. You got to keep them in a nice hotel.
It's true.
Yeah. So Festa credits a 1971 giallo-style TV miniseries called Il Segno del Comando, the sign of command, with being a big influence on the plot. And I looked it up, and the show sounds fucking awesome. It's about some occult secret society that uses magic and shit to protect the world from cosmic evil. I looked it up on YouTube. It was remade into a feature in 1992, and Italian people are pretty enthusiastic about it. It's available in full on Dailymotion without subtitles, unfortunately.
And you'd be supporting Dailymotion. So at this point, there's a very good chance you're going to get a lot of viruses.
Also, it opens with a title card declaring it the winner of the 16th Fanta Festival Lucio Fulci Award.
They are very, very proud of that. That
Hey.
has a ring of the first inaugural FIFA Peace Prize.
You are closer to the target than you think. I'd never heard of the Fanta Festival, but it is an ongoing horror and sci-fi film festival in Italy, and it's kind of a big deal. Founded in 1981, its first guest of honor was Vincent Price.
I did know. I knew what it was, but I don't know what that award is.
Well, hang tight. It was founded by Luigi Cozzi, director of many, many very, very bad Italian horror movies like the gooey, gory Contamination and the astonishingly weird Paganini horror.
Neither of those are good movies.
I looked it up, and the Lucio Fulci Award has been given twice.
Nice.
In its 46-year existence, it has been given twice. In 1996 for this movie, and then in 2001 for a movie called Pure Blood, a vampire movie with a fucking insane premise. Here it is. A young police rookie in South Africa stands up against a band of pro-apartheid vampires in need of his racially pure blood.
That sounds fantastic. Where can I find this?
So twice they've given the Lucio Fulci Award, once to Fatal Frames and twice to that racist vampire movie.
I wonder who picks the movies.
I don't know. I gotta wonder if this is sort of like how Pia Zadora's husband like bought her a Golden Globe Award and shit.
Get me started on her.
Like Al Festa like knew somebody at the festival and was like, I don't know, can you come up with something for me? I just need to put an award on this. And they were like, Lucio Fulci Award. And then he's like, great, awesome, cool. And then they never gave it out again, except for when a racist vampire movie came along.
Well, you gotta.
It's true. It's true. So I don't imagine you found reviews for this.
Well, not quite. The best I could come up with, vis-a-vis a review, was a note in the Newark Star Ledger.
Oh, boy.
That listed this as one of 6 ignoble endings, meaning films that were also someone's last. The other people, so the Donald Pleasance being the person, who this is his ignoble ending. The others in this category are Lon Chaney Jr. for Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Sterling Hayden in Venom, which I would argue is not a terrible movie.
No,
it's not a good movie.
It's kind of trashy, but yeah, I get you.
Elsa Lanchester in Die Laughing, also not a
yeah. Come on,
movie.
hey, take it easy there.
Bela Lugosi in Plan 9.
Yeah.
And Slim Pickens in Pink Motel. I would say the only 2 really on that list are this movie and Dracula versus Frankenstein, which is genuinely fucking awful.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I think that's an Al Parker movie.
Which one?
Dracula
Yeah. Well, we're gonna dive into this movie right after these messages. All right, so here we go. We begin this fiasco in an old Gothic mansion. It's old-timey. There's a gramophone, and it's all in black and white. An old man beats off in a chair while watching a 16mm film of a woman being tortured with a machete.
It looks, this whole scene has the vibe of like something you'd see in a movie, like a movie within a movie, where like if like producers didn't realize they could just drop Night of the Living Dead in there.
Oh, yeah.
So instead they make their own movie and it looks really cheap as fuck. Sort of like Stab in Scream.
Oh, sure,
It feels
yeah.
like that, where it's like shot on video garbage. It's really weird.
I was I'm pretty sure that they shot it for this one, but I thought it was from at first. There's a scene in it that's very, very similar from Emmanuel Around the World. It's the notorious snuff scene from that movie.
Yeah, but that scene doesn't take place in like an alleyway.
Right. So a little kid walks in all sleepy like he just woke up as the lady is getting slashed right on the boobs, and he kind of freaks out. And the old man summons him over and holds him there, making him watch as well.
Don't love that. Don't like the old guy getting aroused, then grabbing a child and sitting him on his lap.
No. So we cut to an alley where a giallo killer stalks a woman, all in black hat, face covered. Basically, the killer from the Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Is it that one, or is it Four Flies on Grey Velvet?
Blood and Black Lace.
Okay.
It's like probably the exact costume from Blood and Black Lace.
Right. He slashes her with a machete a few times and then chops off her head with the machete. And when he's finished, he produces a small video camera and records her body lying there like it's a skate video.
And then we get the hardest cut. And there are a lot of hard cuts in this movie, but the hardest cut dumping us right into a music video.
Hey, here's my note. Hard cut to a music video.
I was like a whiplash.
Yeah.
I should say, in the version that I was watching that you sent me, it kept doing this thing where it would start a scene and then it would repeat again for some reason.
It might have been your codec, yeah.
And so it just kept doing it, and I was like, what the fuck is that? It took me forever to realize that's not in the movie.
Yeah.
It was very confusing.
Yeah. So we cut to the video for the song Alibi by the international Eurodance high NRG superstar Stefania Stella.
And what a music video.
She's barely holding the tune, prancing around in a white thong, driving a fancy car, holding the dude at gunpoint, all at different times, not while dressed in nothing but a thong.
Mm-hmm.
The video comes to an end. It's a demonstration for Alex Ritt, a director of music videos. Stefania's boyfriend and producer, Daniel Antonucci, is introducing her latest hit to Alex, hoping to get him to direct her next single, Eternal City, a song that...
And he says, Stefania Stella is a household name in Italy. And I wrote, bullshit.
A song that will cross the Atlantic and make her a superstar in these United States. You may not have heard of her now, but over here in Italia, she is a household name. So Alice asks, who's fucking her? Daniel or the producer? And the answer is actually the director of this movie.
Yikes.
So the video is going to cost $1 million, and Alex is being offered $100,000 for 10 days. It'll be like a vacation in Italy.
And hey, if you want to get an American to do something in Italy in a movie, just be like, hey, it's like vacation.
I want to go on vacation in Italy. Hey, listen,
that's how they get all those fucking stars from the 70s and 80s over there.
Yeah, I want to go to Rome. Rome looks fucking beautiful. And I hear the food's great.
You can get on an aeroplane, and it will take you there.
In this economy?
Well, there is that.
The subject turns to Alex's recent past. His girlfriend was murdered in this very apartment, or his wife, rather. As a matter of fact,
because he...
Go ahead.
He looks up at the wall, and he's like, I can't leave her. And I was like, hey, man, you just take that picture with you when you go. It doesn't live here. It's not. And then he reaches down to the carpet and he says, this blood, this is all I have left of her. And I was like, oh no.
You kept her blood on the rug, dude. What is wrong with you?
And these two guys look like characters from a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Oh, wait. I've got some thoughts on those guys because it's one of my most enduring qualities of the movie that I love more than anything is how every man in this movie is presented, except for the cops. The cops all are like batting down and shit. Everybody else, it's
and
great.
You fully expect every person to walk into a scene and go, "Oh, hi, Mark." Like, it's got that quality to it.
We did when we were watching it the other night in the Discord. There were a couple of times people were like, "I keep expecting Tommy Wiseau to show up." Mm-hmm. So elsewhere, maybe here in New York City, we see the killer once again stroking his machete, not a euphemism, and loading a fresh tape in the video camera. So Daniel now greets Alex at the airport. They are both dressed and keep their hair like male porn stars of the 90s.
They do. They both look like gigolos. Proper gigolos.
As they walk to Daniel's car, a homeless guy sneaks up on them and asks for money. And Alex...
This is Ciccio Ingrassia.
Oh, yeah?
He is from Dr. Goldfoot.
Yeah.
This is the second one, the
Girl Bombs, yeah. Yeah, this is Ciccio Ingrassia, who acted in a lot of movies that Italian people would know, being one of a sort of Martin and Lewis style comedy pair. He starred in a lot of Commedia all'Italia titles bearing his own name because he was just such a box office powerhouse. He also died before the movie was released. This movie just killing actors left and right.
What a way to go out.
So, he comes up. Alex is going to give him money. The old man touches his hand and is overcome with a weird look and fear. He refuses to take the money and walks away, occasionally looking back as though he's seen a ghost.
And in this whole thing, the camera is just spinning around in circles for like
crazy.
4 minutes.
It's like they got those like track rings that they're gonna use over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So as the car, we're introduced to raven-haired chanteuse, Stefania Stella. Hair blowing in the wind, red dress, red lips. Easy, boys. This girl's taken.
Oh, yeah, also easy, boys, because I don't want to be rude about anyone's appearance, but Stefania Stella is what you call a handsome woman. She's very European.
I would describe her as very European.
She's like a bottom shelf crystal water. And what is she wearing?
I don't know. It is her wardrobe in this movie is insane.
And Stefania Stella, is it a wig?
It looks like it. But I could not be sure. Yeah.
It has.
Because later on, when they go to the castle scene and like an Eyed Wise Shut kind of thing, her hair is like tight and pulled back into a bun. And I was like, there's no way.
Also, it could be that like these shots were taken. These were like 3 years apart.
Yeah, this is true. Also, her chauffeur is dressed and has hair like a 90s porn star as well, which was the style in the time in Italy, I guess.
Yeah, if you're wondering what they look like, just picture like skinnier Fabio.
Fabio, but looking like he does a lot of cocaine at a discotheque.
Yeah, skinnier Fabio.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I needed to elaborate on that. So they talk in VO as they drive. Man, there is so much fucking voiceover in this movie.
I'm going to say 40% of this movie is done in voiceover.
It is nuts. It's like Scarlet Warning. Like there is so much expository VO to tie the movie together.
Except Scarlet Warning is basically the product of one single man's bananas mind. This movie ostensibly has a crew.
Right. Yeah, it's honestly hard to know what they're talking about because Stefania's accent is thick.
Yeah.
Alex is excited to work on the video. She's very exotic and European, and then she says that she's frightened of the prospect of making this video because video is like a ghost or some shit.
The dialogue is insane. Half the time, it has to be a translation issue.
It's gotta be. In the most cavernous office building in Rome, bathed in blue, stage smoke, and dramatic music video lighting, we find the video's producer. He says that the video will be a huge hit because Americans love Italy. I mean, they made the video for Like a Virgin in Venice, but fuck that bullshit, Italy. Alex, do you follow me? Fuck Venice. They filmed in a canal. It's disgusting. Also, Madonna is bullshit. Stella, though, she's different.
That's basically almost verbatim. Venice, trash. Madonna, a whore. Stefania, on the other hand.
I love that this movie's just Madonna taking strays left and right in this movie.
Seriously. She's like, hey, man, it was a long time ago.
Then Stefania goes fishing for compliments. Have you heard the Tunnel City? No? Well, you're going to several times throughout this movie. Don't worry about it. I hope you like the sound of a woman singing way off key. Alex tells her that he has heard it, and he finds it very deep. It should be remarked upon here that Stefania's role in this movie is to be told by everyone around her what a great actress and singer she is. Stefania needs to be louder, angrier, and have access to a time machine. And when Stefania is not on screen, all the other characters should be asking, where's Stefania? She tells him that she loves being described as deep. And he likes deep people. Passionate. He finds them very seductive. The scene is full of pregnant pauses meant to be flirty, I think.
But just they end up being very confusing.
If these guys were more like actual 90s porn stars, this scene would be stanky with innuendo, but these lines are delivered almost like they're reading them directly off the page.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
now,
then this is where they get interrupted for no reason.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They just drop some new lady into the scene
and this is
for no reason.
Okay, this is my primary problem with the movie is they're always doing this. This movie has a cast of thousands, and we're
all
supposed
these people look the same.
And they all look the same, and we're supposed to remember all of their names and shit and how they tie together. And it's not until the very end of the movie when they're like, she's so-and-so's friend, that's her sister, she was my sister, and that girl was that guy's daughter. And it's like, oh, okay.
Right, because they're only in the movie for like 4 minutes, if that. This girl shows up in this scene, and then she comes back a little bit later, and then she's gone.
Yeah, and then they chop her head off.
Yeah.
But now Stefania has to leave. She has a dress rehearsal and fucks off. Now on the way out, they meet Greta, a backup dancer with the weirdest dub I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. She's American too, so it's weird that they even needed one.
Yeah. The audio is also heavily reverbed because the space is so cavernous that it sounds like they're talking in a goddamn cave. And we catch up with...
This is when the producer, they're standing in the hallway, and the producer goes, I think we should discuss this later. You too, Greta. And it's like, discuss what later? You guys weren't talking about anything.
Business.
It really is. It's like desks and chairs and pencils and briefcases, you know.
We catch up with Stefania in a very sexy, very Italian photo shoot. She's mostly photographed head on in the surf as the waves just crash violently against her, throwing her all over the place.
This will be pretty much the entire video is just that. And it's like, more bosom, more heaving. That is the whole fucking thing.
More splashing, more sexy, Stella.
It is insane that she's just like, also, here are my breasts. I'm going to push them up into my face.
Look, they paid a lot for those boobs. You're going to see them all this fucking movie.
It's the same reason why there's lots of crane shots in this movie.
That crane was expensive. Oh, God. And the lingerie she is in, to say it lifts and separates, that shit looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
They are janked.
Like there is an underwire in there that is doing a lot.
It's pulling them violently to either side. Oh, God. So she's doing her best to keep a very inviting, playful way about her as the off-screen photographer barks commands. It's the jungle look, Stefania.
As waves slap her in the head. It's so strange.
I can't. I gotta clip the scene just because we have been this last couple of months we have been indulging our worst impulses and just have been picking like deep cuts, and this is like just the deepest of deep cuts. It's a really hard movie to catch up with, so I'm gonna have to like cut little clips just to illustrate why this scene is so funny.
I mean, who's gonna sue you? Festa?
The ghost of Stefania Stella.
You never know.
So Alex walks to yet another cavernous studio decorated with random columns. Another dancer, an American named Rebecca, is stretching on the floor, getting ready as Alex tries to introduce himself to her. She's short with him, a little rude, but when he tells her he's the director, she apologizes and becomes a lot more friendly. And because we're Americans, we can all figure out where we're from based on our accents.
It's so good. He goes, Georgia? She goes, Virginia. He goes, close? And I go, no, not really.
Also, she has no accent. Actually, she does have an accent. It's a little Italian because she's an Italian actress trying out her American. Oh, shit, yeah. But he determines that she is from the South. So he asks her out to dinner. Maybe she could show him around beautiful Roma, the eternal city, and they agree to meet up later. So elsewhere, Daniel and Stefania discuss Alex in a smoky blue filtered room. The color blue in this movie deserves its own screen credit.
Well, this is what I mean. Is like he probably grew up watching like all of these Bava movies. And as much as Mario Bava gets credit for that kind of color palette, he didn't really use it egregiously. He just uses it in a couple movies.
Yeah, it's very affecting. It's very stylish.
Argento does it.
And then Argento is the one who makes a whole thing out of it.
But they're all doing it for particular reasons. Like, they're not just like, hey, this would look cool if the entire fucking scene was just bathed in red light.
Yeah.
And that's what Festa seems to be doing, where it's just like, you know what? How about blue filters on everything? Get the blue gels, all of them.
Yeah. So she tells him he is a nice man and very good looking. Then we close up on Stefania's bedroom eyes.
Oh my God, the close-ups on Stefania's face. Like I said to you, I think they just had one lens.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is the thing that get another element of this movie that gets me and really, really makes me love it is every shot of Stefania Stella is a close-up. Every single one. There will be a wide shot of like 2 or 3 people talking, and she will be sort of like side on or back to the camera. And then when it's her turn to talk, Festa cuts to her right up in his fucking face, like tight close up on the camera of her just delivering the lines to the camera. And then he cuts back to everybody else talking. And when she speaks again, he does it again. And he does it almost every single time she speaks in this movie in such a way that like her looking at you is unnerving in certain ways.
And that's not just because she's wonky looking, but it's like he doesn't understand like 2 shots, 3 shots. It's when he needs to have everybody in the same scene, he just pulls way the fuck back or films it from like up high so he can get everybody in the shot. It's like, you don't need to do that. You can shoot them from different angles and that will show that they're talking to each other. But it's like he doesn't understand that part.
Yeah, like he doesn't know that you can have like 2 or 3 cameras running at the same time and then just kind of cut between the shots. It's like
maybe they only had one.
Maybe they only had one. It's very likely. So out on the streets of Rome, which are also blue and sometimes orange, we find Alex dropped off at the beautiful Castel Sant'Angelo. Presumably,
it is beautiful.
It is. This movie makes me want to go to fucking Rome. Like I already want to go to Italy for God's sakes. But this movie is very very beautiful portraiture of Rome. Presumably to meet Rebecca for their date. It's late. It's empty, and by all descriptions, the entire city seems to be asleep.
Well, you would think that he was alone, but as he walks through the courtyard, we hear a sound that I think is supposed to be like his boots or shoes on gravel. But it sounds like a bunch of little horses slowly walking behind him.
The fucking sound design in this movie is nuts. Like the Foley is crazy.
Yeah, like we know what walking sounds like. You don't need to put it in the movie because now it's just confusing.
There are times when the sound effects and the Foley are so fucking loud that it made me wonder if, even though he's a musician, is Al Festa deaf? Because
maybe he's deaf because he's a musician.
Because there are times also like when like there's scenes where like David Warbeck is talking on the phone and they'll pull back and he's like at the back of the room talking on the phone and it sounds like he's like speaking through a fan, so it has that weird fan sound effect. Yeah, I don't know. It's all like deliberate audio choices. That
I know the scene you're talking about where it sounds like he's calling from inside of a tin can.
Yeah. So Rebecca suddenly appears from under a smoky archway, beckoning him to run. Why? She's playful, maybe. This is a really weird date, if you ask me.
I was so confused. I thought this was a dream because it has all of the hallmarks of a dream sequence.
The way every scene is shot, also like all of the compositions for a lot of this, when he wants to make it look dreamy and weird and surreal, it's like every scene is like a shot from Total Eclipse of the Heart.
I have a note somewhere in here that it's like this movie feels like Total Eclipse of the Heart.
So yeah, they go running through the crumbling architecture of antiquity, which is a little all dramatic like. Alex follows her into a tunnel, and then he hears her screaming, and he runs to find her and is cut off by an iron gate. And on the other side, he finds Rebecca being attacked by a killer in a black coat, black hat, black covering on their face. And then she gets chopped in the back, chopped in the boobs, and then we get a fatal chop to the face and is then filmed with a video camera.
A machete is a terrible weapon for this killer.
Yeah.
Like it's
not a slashing weapon. It's always kind of depicted that way in these movies. It's just like a little hacking tool.
Yeah, it's a chopping tool.
Yeah,
and this is a killer that is. It feels like an inartful weapon.
Yeah, should have given her a sword or like a fucking ornate dagger or something like that.
Yes, that's what I was expecting.
Something Italian.
Yeah.
Now, Alex runs for help, and he finds Il Carabinieri, who don't want to hear it. He's being wild and very American, demanding Carabinieri.
They are going to arrest him on account of his being hysterical.
He's demanding that they go and help the girl, so they throw him in the car at gunpoint, and then they take him over to the crime scene where not a drop of blood remains. No body, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they take
just a whole lot of voiceover.
So they take him downtown for questioning. Commissioners Bonelli and Calzetta tell him that he has some splaining to do. For no crime scene to speak of, by the way, there's an awful lot of gathering of evidence going on. Mm-hmm. Also, I thought you said that this very obviously unlocked gate was locked, mister.
Yeah, this all feels of a piece, though. I mean, if I know anything about the Italian law, it is that they are crazy people who will just arrest anybody for any particular reason.
Oh, yeah, my experience with giallo cops is that the police are always blundering in the dark.
Oh, I mean just actual Italian cops. If you ever want a little bit of insight, read, what is it called? The Monster of Florence.
Okay.
You will get a lot of insight into Italian law enforcement and why it's such a fucking mess.
So maybe the Poliziottesco are like aren't that far off from them just being a bunch of lunatics, violent maniacs.
They're like federal prosecutor, like the equivalent of state, like the Attorney General of the United States. The equivalent of that in Italy for a very long time had a woman on his staff who was essentially a psychic / witch.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Except not, because they would use this to like railroad people.
Oh, I don't care for that.
Yeah. Like what's the Amanda Knox?
Okay.
It's like stuff like he was the one who prosecuted Amanda Knox. And like he was just like, well, this girl is obviously a witch. Throw her in jail. Now, she clearly did not murder her friend, but she still went to jail for it.
Yeah. So Daniel arrives and he tells Alex that he can't find her anywhere. No body, no evidence of a crime, no Rebecca. The next day, the police receive a call from a woman who hisses into the phone that she's chopping up the missing girl right now. And then she tells them where they can find the videotape of her dead body. Now we have a crime.
This is another, I think, maybe an issue of translation. She says, she's covered in blood because I'm chopping her. Okay.
Now we have a crime to investigate, but who to investigate? Oh, yeah. I guarantee you that this movie was produced deliberately in English because they wanted to break into an American market so that she gets introduced to Americans.
Look, in 1996, we just said it. Scream, The Craft, Fatal Frames.
Big year for horror.
Mm-hmm.
So at the Coliseum, Alex and Daniel arrive for the video shoot. Daniel hands off Alex to another 90s porn star looking guy in a blousey shirt open to the waist and long hair and a ponytail.
You know, business attire.
Stefania performs Eternal City and does some fancy dancing in front of a crowd of tourists who clearly just happened to be there when they set up to make the movie.
Yes, like just the other day I walked through I'm pretty sure I'm in some movie now because I was just like, ooh, what's this? I don't know what it was, but I might be in it. So
they were shooting New York City and Toronto.
They sure were.
Yeah. I bet you like they showed up, like they went to like, some city council in Rome and were like, can we shut down the Colosseum for a day? And the city was like, fuck you, no.
And they were like, well, we're going to show up and film.
We're just going to make a video.
Fine. Well, you're all going to jail for witchcraft.
There's all these people like with fucking balloons and cameras and like novelty hats on, just hanging in the background. And you know that they were just like American tourists who just happened to be there that day.
Yep. And it looks so much like Stefania is like performing at the mall.
There's no fucking way, given this video's production values, that this thing costs $1 million.
It's amazing. The video costs half of what the movie cost.
It's a lot of fancy dancing and lifting Stefania up in front of a lot of ribbons, just blowing all over the place. Bonelli and Calzetta arrive with new video evidence, asking why he didn't mention that the killer taped the body after they killed her. Alex is not having it. Why are you guys on my ass about this? Go find the killer, goddammit. I'm a busy man. I'm an important director of music videos. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to make an American star out of Stefania Stella.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, I have to go to a castle that looks like a perfume commercial.
So that night, Stefania, Alex, and Daniel pop out to Mirafiori Castle for a most unusual party. They keep it strictly old school in the castle. No lights, no boats, no motor cars, not a single luxury.
You fully expect like someone to go sweeping by, just be like, white diamonds.
Just Brut by Fabergé.
It really, they just have a look.
Yeah, they're handed a big horror movie candles and are led through the gothic location by a valet with crazy hair, arriving at a party that's moments away from turning into an Eyes Wide Shut party, or maybe the party from the Dirty Sanchez video for really rich Italian Satanists. So in the back room, they meet the Countess Mirafiori, a blind woman who lives in a mansion where she sees things that no one can imagine. She lives there.
She is Miss Tanner from Suspiria.
That's right, yeah, because she's got a big screen credit, too.
Oh, she's been in a shitload of movies.
Yeah, she has.
She's in Eyes Without a Face, I think, too.
Mm-hmm. And she lives there surrounded by evil and feels a powerful force that guides our destiny. She knows Alex because she can see who he really is, and he's like, you're scaring me, lady.
Yeah, there are so many red flags in this castle that it's just like, I would have to call a cab immediately.
So they're going to meet a mystic in the next room for a tarot card reading. Mm-hmm. Tarot. Come on,
what they call it? Which is weird because it's Italian. The word
is tarocchi.
Italian.
It's tarocchi in Italy, yeah. From a game called tarocchi. Mm-hmm. So Alex nearly takes a wrong turn while walking around when he runs into a weirdo with really bad teeth, just grinning while burning a painting. This place is debauched.
It really is. Just you got the lady from Suspiria. You got a half-wit burning a painting in the bathroom. You got a tarot reading by Tamara in the, I guess, great room?
Yeah. So they finally meet up with Tamara, who refuses to read their tarot and instead shakes them down for more money in exchange for a seance.
And Tamara's English is phenomenal. The way she delivers it, it's like America #1 baseball, McDonald's and Madonna. Yes.
She'll call the spirits and it'll be awesome. Alex thinks this is a sick idea because he is stupid.
Yeah.
So she tells them, use your heart like a strong voice and think of your dead friends. And then the girl goes into her magical trance and they reach out to Rebecca's spirit. The medium turns to Alex, accusing him of her murder. Rebecca's spirit suddenly appears to them in a column of light, and she points to him and tells him that he killed her.
Oh.
Alex stands up suddenly, freaking out at the medium for trying to frame him for this murder. And now, at Alex's place, he receives a call from Tamara, the medium. She needs to see him and will meet him at the Colosseum.
Oh. I don't think he should go by himself, though.
Probably not. Bring a friend, dude. Why are you going everywhere by yourself? Over at the police station, Bonelli and Calzetta go over the unsolved crimes of the video killer back in New York City.
This is when Bonelli places a phone call from inside of a tin can.
All victims chosen at random, all of them videotaped. But check this out. The third victim was Alex's wife.
What?
I
You can't
know.
leave her paintings on the wall.
To illustrate the shock of the scene, we hear a slide whistle off camera for some reason.
It's so fucking weird.
It's like Sideshow Mel was just off stage.
Murdered wife.
So Alex arrives at the again. I need to impress this upon you. They say that the third victim was Alex's wife, and you hear boo. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
He wouldn't have been any more caught off guard if one of the cops was like, go.
Alex arrives at the Coliseum once again alone, where the killer calls him to taunt him. Off in the distance, he sees Tamara running away in a white dress, and he chases after her. She leads him on quite a chase and is once again attacked by the killer in black, getting chopped conspicuously across the boobs, as though that's some kind of a signature. Mm-hmm. So Alex runs for help. And the police look over the newest videotape when a cop bearing a message from Interpol arrives with a note that an inspector from the FBI has come into town to help with this case. Also, they figure out where the killer did their latest murder.
They're in pretty high-profile locations. It shouldn't be that hard.
They're all tourist spots.
Yeah.
So they bring in Daniel and Stefania to tell them about the death of Tamara. God, I can't believe it. Why? Who knows why they would need to know about all this? I don't know why they're talking to Stefania and Daniel about this. Also, the last person that she called was Alex.
Oh, no. This is not shaping up to end well.
Well, the next night, the video shoot continues. Hope you liked that song, Eternal City, because here it is again.
More heaving, more bosoms.
This time, they shoot
more
her.
More splashing.
Shoot her in a black gown, playfully splashing in the historic Trevi Fountain. She says, for the world's a magic circle. In your world, there's 1,000 mirrors. Deep lyrics, baby.
More bosoms.
And this is when she breaks into the sort of the big dramatic chorus of the song, and my God, she is off by an entire fucking step.
It's like when Lucille Ball would sing on I Love Lucy, and she was deliberately really, really awful.
Yeah.
It's like she's being deliberately awful, but she's not.
No, she is so off key. It's crazy. So when they break, another inspector, some guy named Dr. Lucidi, played by a guy named Rossano Brazzi in his final performance.
And perhaps you recognize Dr. Lucidi from Final Justice, starring Don
That's right. I think he's also in The Red Queen Kills 7 Times.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites.
I love that one.
What I also love about this scene is that as they're talking, all you can hear is the water and the fountain in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey, Alfesta. You don't have to use location sound, guy. You can ADR this shit.
I mean, you've been doing it for everything else.
Yeah, and so they come along to cast more aspersions at Alex. Man, why is everybody up this guy's ass? It's like he's leaving a trail of corpses behind him. The whole story about Rebecca speaking through a medium is also so suspicious for some fucking reason. Again, I did not know this, but the Italian AG had a witch. Had an official state witch, so I guess that's why it makes sense.
And she was like a little bit like Laura Loomer. In that, she was really obsessed with the power she had.
Oh, that's great. So at a bar, Alex gives Daniel shit about telling the cops that he was at Mirafiori Castle the other night. Perfectly reasonable details to give to the police, I guess. Now, Stefania walks away, leaving room for an American parapsychologist to slide in and offer to tell them about how it's possible to have faked Rebecca's appearance at the mansion. But Alex is like, get the fuck away from me, Linnea Quigley.
Now, I know she's not a great actor, but I feel like Linnea Quigley is a better actor than this.
Yeah.
This feels like she had a day or two to learn these lines.
Mm-hmm. I know. Also, her name is Wendy Williams.
Uh-huh.
So the police consult with an Inspector Robinson, played by Donald Pleasance, who is just struggling to finish his lines.
Donald Pleasance, who has played every ethnicity and nationality in the world except British.
I mean, he was the American president at one time.
Mm-hmm. You are the Duke!
You are a number one. Yep. So yeah, they're consulting with the American video killer murders. The victims, they're all women. They were all dancers or models. They remark on her. Also, they remark on the beauty of the current woman's beauty while looking at a video of her severed head.
That is very tasteless.
So meanwhile, Alex and Stefania have dinner where she tells him that she was in a commercial a long time ago that nobody remembers. Also, she's been to New York a bunch of times and she fucking hates it, but she agrees that Ray's is a good slice of pizza. And
Ray's pizza, it's the best pizza in America. And she's like, but it is very good. And I thought, this is the weirdest conversation I have ever heard. It's like they're each talking to someone different.
Yeah. Also, Ray's is a pretty good slice of pizza.
I know. I hate New York.
I don't know why. I love New York. New York, I love you.
I like pizza.
I want to kiss you on the face, New York City. Get over here.
I wouldn't do it.
Also, listen, hey, Stefania, I got to get out of here. I got to split town. I think someone here wants to kill me, and I got to get out of Rome on the double. So, ciao. Then Inspector Robinson continues to tell the cops that he thinks the video killer is in Rome, or the one that is in Rome is a copycat killer that's using Alex's presence in Rome to throw off the scent. They go over all the evidence and throw out some more nonsense that only makes sense if Alex is the video killer.
Huh.
Weird, right? Yeah, huh.
Okay.
So Alex and Stefania go to her apartment for a drink. When he tells her about the murder of his wife, and then they have the craziest, longest sex scene where she leaves her underwear on the whole time.
My note is, I don't know much about straight sex, but I'm pretty sure it's difficult to do if you're both wearing your underwear.
I couldn't believe it. First time I saw this movie, I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Somebody has to take their genitals.
Oh, shit. I mean, do they not know? Oh, boy.
She said that she was very uncomfortable doing
This
a
makes
sex
sense.
scene.
This makes sense. Before I knew this fact, it's one of the things she told some fanzine when she was interviewed, that when we were watching it, I was like, I guarantee that she was like, okay, fine, I will do this scene, but my underwear stays on. And they were like, that's fine.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but hey, neither does the rest of the movie.
It's funny. It's funny. I love it. Don't stop what you're doing.
Nope.
Meanwhile,
stay gold, Stefania.
Meanwhile, we see the dancer Greta out for a run, pinning that shit. So Benelli and Calzetta get a call from a man named Fairbrain, the father of
What the hell kind of name is that?
It's an English name, Mr. Fairbrain, the father of Alex's dead wife, also a famous Broadway director.
I was very confused by Mr. Fairbrain, just his character in general. I'm like, wait, who is he?
My favorite thing, and I got a note about how she says it, but when she cannot pronounce his name correctly, and so when they have their little meeting, I'll tell you how she pronounces it because I was dying. So yeah, he's come into town and wants to meet because he has information about the murders that not even the FBI have for some reason. So they bring in one of the video's producers and they ask him about changes in the production schedule. And it turns out that there were. Why that matters, I have no idea, but it's a bombshell for Benelli.
What is Fairbrain's relationship with, or to rather, Stefania? His daughter was friends with her?
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Yes?
I think so, because...
But his daughter is also Alex's dead wife?
Yeah, and so apparently she was a friend of... either that or she was a friend of Fairbrain because they always wanted to, like, they were always trying to make it happen to get her in a play, but it just never worked out.
Right, because she was like, you always said I was a very good actor. And I thought, no, that can't be right.
Oh, listen, babe.
That's not what he said.
Oh, honey, he was just being nice. So yeah, while everybody else is fucking and being interrogated by the cops, we find the police racing toward the Trevi Fountain, where the last video scene was shot. The video killer is there, taping the disembodied head of Greta. The cops arrive too late to get the killer, but they find the body this time.
And they must have run out of machete money.
And listen, this is a huge, huge plot hole for me. Because what we're going to find out in the end...
Right. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that so that we can bring that up when we get there. So Stefania arrives home to find Daniel there waiting for her. He is suspicious and wants to know what she's been up to lately, and she tells him, "I'm playing with fire."
Melania.
So Alex wakes up in his bed to hear the voice of Tamara again. He follows it out to the hall where her bloody body reaches out to him, accusing him of killing her. And when the lights fade, he finds himself in the back rooms and runs to call Wendy Williams.
The whole scene reminded me of "I'm going to kill you." Yes, you, Homer Simpson.
You murdered me. You killed me. Assassin. Assassin. So Calzetta meets Mr. Fairbrain at the airport, and then the cops bring Alex in for more questioning and show him that they also brought Robinson in to give him a hard time about being the main suspect in the video killer murders.
And then Donald Pleasance threatens to whack him with his cane.
He's so annoyed by this that he attacks Robinson, but they calm him down and present him with the latest murder, and he's forced to cop to sleeping with Stefania. And then they make him turn over his passport so he doesn't flee the country.
And then the cop checks the passport like it might be someone else's.
Yeah. In VO, we hear Alex talking to Wendy about what he knows about the murders, and she gives him some nonsense about how we all have monsters inside and that he needs to come to terms with the monsters inside himself.
And this scene is so weird because this was another one that it started and then cut back and started again. And I was like, what is happening?
So Fairbrain drops in on Stefania to say hello. They have a past together, it seems. Also, no matter how hard she tries, she can't pronounce his name. She keeps calling him Mr. Freybran.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He used to be the greatest director on Broadway, but his daughter's death took everything from him, and now he has nothing. Stefania tells him that he's got to live again and direct her in his next play, a comedy, because we've all cried enough this lifetime.
Oh, Lord.
She's deep. She's deep, man.
Put it in the song, Stefania.
So if this nightmare ever ends, she will star in the funniest comedy on Broadway in the last 10 years.
You had it right. This nightmare never ends. This movie is 2 fucking hours long.
Oh shit. There is a moment at about the last 40 minutes remaining where there's 20 minutes where like nothing happens at all.
Yep.
And then, he presents her with a photo that makes her cry. What is it? Who the fuck knows? But she has her housekeeper burn it.
I thought it was a wallet, and I was like, why is he giving her his wallet?
Here, Stefania. You're just so great. Have some money. Have some American money.
You ever? I think I've asked this before. The episode of where South Park, where Tweek and Craig are supposedly a couple, and their parents learn that they're gay, and everyone just keeps wanting to give them money for some reason. Because they don't know what else to do.
Yeah. They want to be supportive.
Yep.
So Alex arrives at a big mansion where Wendy O. Williams is waiting for him. And she calls out to him.
She's not.
It's just Wendy Williams. She calls out to him from the window to tell him that she found what she was looking for.
Yeah, she says, Alex, I'm in the library. I found what I was looking for, but he just got there, so he has no context for any of this.
No, the interior of this mansion looks like the set for Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Uh-huh, that's where I said it.
She shows him a book. It's a picture of a painting. It's the picture that we saw the freaky dude burning over at Castle Mirafiori. But that can't be. The painting was stolen during World War II. Now, the artist killed himself in prison after murdering his wife and a bunch of other women.
Just a bunch of other women. Yeah. Does it sound familiar?
So there's a story here about how the killer thought he was reincarnated by an evil spirit or something, and that he'd come back one day to do it again. And then
Italian.
And then she tells him where the killer is buried, and Alex goes over to find his grave for some fucking reason. I guess he had nothing better to do that day. There, he's accosted by the tall man, who also knows who this artist was. The evil spirits of his paintings infected his own spirit, or so the legend goes, but the official story is all wrong. This guy had no wife, and he just killed whoever came his way and used their blood in his paintings. Why visit this guy's grave? Maybe there's something dark in you, Alex. Maybe we both feel the urge to kill, boy.
Mm-hmm. And then he's like, hey, but what?
And then he lunges at Alex and then disappears. Was he real? Was he a ghost? Who gives a shit?
None of this matters.
No, they called up Angus Scrimm and were like, Angus, would you like to be in a movie? And he was like, sure, just go to Rome for a little while. And they're like,
he was like, I have a policy of always saying yes when someone asks me.
So more video shooting, since they're getting so much mileage out of Eternal City. Here it is again.
And again, my note just says, more bosom, more heaving.
The crew is stupefied. This song is so fucking good. And Stefania and her crazy boobs are the greatest thing that they've ever put to film.
It is so bad. Like, it is indescribably bad, but also weird.
They're the same fucking dance moves every time. Yep. They dip her, they twirl her, everybody twirls, and then they do the big lift where she's got the one knee up in the air. Every single time they've shot this video so far, she does that. Also, her boobs are jacked apart and really, really it looks painful.
Just tits akimbo.
Oh, fuck. Alex drives around Rome in his Jeep listening to a DJ who sends out her latest track, Alibi, Out to the Guilty. And he calls up Stefania to tell her he had a great time having sex with her, even if she left her thong on the whole time.
Sure, it was weird, but I just figure Italian chicks are crazy.
Oh, fuck. Benelli meets with Fairbrain at the same table he just met Stefania at. Just reusing that location. Why not?
Oh my God. They redress this room about 6 times.
They use that also. They use that cavernous video producer's office like several times for several things. They shoot the music video there. They do dancer warm-ups and like wardrobe in there. It's really, really crazy. This is like a very economic reuse of space.
We're going to see Alex run down the same smoke-filled cobbled street like 200 times.
So Fairbrain tells her that he has information about these crimes. Back in the States, you hear all about the killers, but you never hear about the victims. Why don't they make true crime podcasts about the victims?
Okay, let me tell you, everybody. It's because people write about serial killers. They don't write about ordinary people who happen to get murdered. That's why.
Let me tell you something. I don't want to be fucking memorialized for the worst thing that ever happened to me. Also, would you like to hear a podcast about the victims of Gary Ridgway?
I just wrote one.
No, but specifically about the women that he murdered. Would you like to hear about their lives?
They're sad. They're
see?
Happy. They're not happy lives, though. Well, that's the problem, though, is that nobody knows anything about them because they're just ordinary people.
Yeah.
And then when they die, there's no documentation of their life because they were just ordinary people.
I knew that would get you wound up.
I do the best I can.
And you do a great job.
Thank you.
So he gives Benelli the same fucking thing that he told Stefania. I'll never direct again. My life is over. But the thing that sucks about this...
It just sounds like Natalie Harp.
The thing about this sucks about this case, my dear Mr. Fairbrain, is that there are no bodies. And then Fairbrain hands over a folder of photos of his daughter, which are, for purely psychotic reasons, contain the crime scene photos of his dead daughter, and gives...
It's nuts.
Yeah, here's a beautiful photo of her. Here is her agency headshot. Here's a picture of her lying dead with her head in like separated from her body. Mm-hmm. So yeah, then he gives Bonelli the earth-shattering information that he came to Rome to deliver. Alex Ritt is the video killer.
And I love that the detectives are like, oh, okay, you got to give me more than that. He's like, no, I don't. You just got to take my word for it.
Right. He says, that's it? And then Benelli has a fit. What the fuck, man? You haven't told me anything I didn't already know. And then he's like, he puts his fucking, like his hand on his chin. He's like, haven't I, Commissioner? Haven't I?
It really is like a, oh no.
And then Alex drives over to Stefania's place, an apartment without any lights, apparently. Everyone just stumbling around in blue light all the goddamn time. Inside, he finds a painting of the evil artist. Gong sound effect for some reason.
What I wouldn't give for that stunning portrait of Angus Scrimm.
Oh, man. I wonder if it's out there somewhere in some fucking warehouse.
Probably.
Exhausted, he sits down on her bed and then appears to sniff her panties before falling asleep on her bed.
It's so gross. Why is this movie so weird and gross?
Oh, so we cut to shots of him just running out onto the foggy streets of Roma. He finds his way back to the Trevi fountain where the lights shift to a diabolical red. There's a camera there, and he's suddenly set upon by the killer who slashes him in the back and then gives him the old video killer boob chop.
Mm-hmm.
Now after
that's the signature at this point.
Alex reaches for the killer and pulls the mask away, revealing the face of Stefania Stella.
Oh no.
He falls back into the fountain and wakes up in Stefania's bed. It was all just a panty-sniffing induced nightmare. Now the phone rings and Wendy leaves a message that things are at a dead end and that she's going over to talk to the Countess again. He looks out the window and he sees Daniel, Stefania's boyfriend and producer, just having a smoke. So he sneaks out the window and climbs across the roofs and down drain pipes like Temu Assassin's Creed to avoid the guy.
Now, you could have just felt like there has to be a back door.
Alex runs through the misty streets in silhouette for like the fucking 10th time. And then he climbs into Castle Mirafiori through the window. Inside, he overhears Wendy talking to the Countess about seeing, I don't know, something.
Nothing matters. She's like, it's in the basement. Go there.
So the Countess, being a mysterious lady of mysticism who sees even though she is blind, knows that Alex is sneaking around and calls him out.
I love this, though, because like before she's like a real mystical lady. Now she's just a real bitch.
He needs to know
She's like, what, are you just breaking into my house now?
Yeah. So he needs to know where Wendy is so he can talk to her. He does a little like he does a line read like Shatner. Tell me where she is. I must speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
And the Countess tells him that Wendy is just beyond help now. And then Wendy screams out. He runs to the dungeon in time to find her just lunging at him as she dies, the machete sticking out of her neck, nasty ass blood pouring all over the place. He goes running and climbs out the window from whence he came.
Dad, go back upstairs. Use the phone.
The cops look over the video footage. I know the Contessa knows that you were in her fucking house, man. Like, just call the cops.
Yeah.
The cops look over the video footage of Wendy's death. They do some forensics while watching and suspect that it happened at the Mirafiori Castle, and then voila! They spot the killer's shadow. Why, it's remarkably shaped like a 90s porn star. That could very well be Alex Ritt.
Yeah, but it could be anybody else in this movie, too.
We have seen like
17
men with blousy shirts and a fucking pony, a big poofy ponytail.
Yeah, I love the idea that you can just identify someone by their shadow.
So Valenti goes to talk to the Contessa, but she's not there. Her freaky valet allows the inspector to have a look around, and he goes to the basement where they think the murder took place. He spends some time...
starts trashing the house.
Trashing the basement until he finds a hidden compartment hiding the killer's costume and machete.
And he looks shocked, but also very sad.
Yeah. It's like, why did it have to be me? There's going to be so much fucking paperwork. Now, suddenly he's confronted by Daniel, who we haven't seen in a really long time. He shows him all the killer's stuff and asks him if he thinks this is the killer's gear. So Daniel looks at the camera, and then suddenly the inspector sees the 90s porn star-shaped shadow on the wall and draws his gun. He has him at gunpoint, but then suddenly a shot rings out and shoots him in the chest. The camera pulls back.
Bunch of loose cannons, these two.
Like these cops just charged in and shot him on sight.
Italian cops.
Inspector Calzetta was the one who shot him. Why? Who knows? But hey, it's a good thing he's in such good shape and so young. He'll pull through, and what luck. That camera was already covered in his fingerprints, so it looks like this case is open and shut, Commissioner.
Well, so later they say that he shot him because the other guy, Fairbrain, told him that he was the killer. And it's like, no, he told him that Alex was the killer.
Yeah. This movie's losing the plot, man. It's too long. So yeah, he says he envied Alex, you see. That's why he killed all these ladies. Also, he hated women and planted evidence. It's a good thing we got him. His next victim was probably going to be Stefania Stella.
Oh, right. No, he says that it's a copycat killer who worships Alex. Right. That's why I guess they think it's him.
Yeah. Over at the police station, Bonelli gets a call from Inspector Robinson, or at least a pretty good approximation of his voice since Donald Pleasance was dead when they shot this scene.
Well, first of all, we have to go back because there's they go to the hospital because he's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel is not dead. He's in the hospital. and they all have white medical coat, like lab coats on. Like this is just a thing you put on when you go into a hospital.
You got to put your scrubs on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that they don't have access to Donald Pleasance, it's this insane kind of almost like a decoupage where it's like a glamour shot picture of Donald Pleasance sort of foregrounded in the scene.
Yeah.
Like, be like, they'll get it.
Yeah, in case you forgot, this is who he's talking to. So just to drive it home, they fade in a still image of Donald Pleasance's face, just to remind you who he's talking to. With the case closed, he'll be returning to America. It's Halloween, and an old case popped up and needs his attention.
Oh, it's just tacky.
And they play the fucking theme. Now,
it's so bad.
And then Bonelli looks at his phone like, what the fuck is this guy even talking about? Now, Bonelli drives over to the production studios as they're setting up for more video production. He shows the crew of one of the American video killer's victims, and they all know her. It's Gina Lorenzi.
It's great. He's like, excuse me, perhaps I could show you this hideous photo of a decapitated woman. And they're all like, I'll take a look.
The costume designer just happens to have a photo of Gina in a commercial she was in, and holy shit, that's a young Stefania Stella next to her.
And is this where they flash to the commercial where it's just like hard cut again?
No, that's a little further on, but yeah, that commercial's hilarious. So there's no sign of Rick, though. He has the latest videotape and heads over to Stefania's, where she and Luca, yet another 90s porn star looking guy, can't believe that the killer is Daniel. He was so in love with her, jealousy drove him crazy. Now, Alex tells them that he's going over to the studio, he's going to edit her video, and then get the fuck out of Italy for good. Meanwhile, Bonelli is putting the pieces together. It turns out...
he also asks her before he leaves, he's like, hey, what do you know about this artist guy? And she goes, I had no idea you were an expert on Italian art. It was like, well, if he was an expert, he wouldn't have had to ask you.
Yep. Bonelli is putting the pieces together. Turns out that Fairbrain told him everything he knew he needed to know to solve the case. The reality that you can see is the reality that you will never see because it is the reality that is not able to be found or some shit.
Always not able to be found.
So he stomps out of the room and finds Fairbrain waiting for him in his dark office and yells at him for pulling the strings. They almost killed Daniel, an innocent man. Fairbrain has been waiting for him to bring the curtain down on this last act in the drama.
And Fairbrain's reaction is basically like, no, aren't I a stinker?
Did I do that?
It really, yeah.
It's a dark and stormy night as Alex runs through the downpour to get to the editing suite. He pops the murder tape in and runs it against a clip of Stefania's shadow from the video shoot and compares the two. They're identical. The killer is Stefania Stella. And then the computer also makes a lot of blippy blorpy sound effects.
Oh, it really does. It's the most 90s computing. Like straight out of X-Files.
He does some kind of Michael Jackson black or white morph effect to make the two shadows match up. And then
he does. And see, that's the tricky part. It's like, it looks just like Stefania. It's like, well, yeah, when you fuck with it.
He hears a bang from upstairs and goes to the cavernous halls of this studio. He can steer Stefania hissing his name, compelling him on, looking for her in the dark blue halls and lightning flashes. As he makes his way through the hall, he trips over the security guard's dead body and recovers his gun. And finally, at the end of a long hallway, the killer awaits. And then Alex runs at her and throws her to the ground, but it's only a dummy. And he should have known that because it looks like a dummy from the end of the hall.
Yeah, it is like they didn't do anything to build up the shoulders or anything. So it just looks like a slack coat sitting on like a hook.
You know, he turns suddenly finding Stefania behind him with a machete. They do this weird dance where she barely misses chopping him a bunch of times. And then he stumbles around like an idiot and eventually finds her in a chair with the machete where she reveals her elaborate plan. He's going to pay for his crimes. He accuses her of being the killer. Did I kill them, she says? Perhaps. Or maybe you killed them.
That's right. See, she is a good actor, Alex.
Well, which is it, lady?
I do like my note is, wait, maybe I am the killer.
She accuses him of killing all the girls, and then he shoots her several times, sending her to the floor. He goes to
What if we just spin the camera around for the last 5 minutes of the movie?
It's basically the whole end of the movie. Like the next 10 minutes is the camera just rapidly circling them. He goes to recover the machete, but Stefania grabs his arm. She gets up, and all the dead women killed in Rome emerge from behind the columns, accusing him of killing them. And then they also do the black and white morph effect again, which is likely where all the movie's money went. If I recall, that effect was extremely expensive.
Oh, this is where we get the hard cut to the commercial.
Yeah, the camera spins around him endlessly as they call him a murderer, endlessly twirling toward freedom.
That is also what I wrote.
Alex finally falls to his knees, and each one of them tell him how they're related to the women that the video killer killed in New York. Yes, Alex is the video killer and has been all along.
And his explanation for all of this is that his girlfriend or wife or whatever was going to leave him, and he says, "I told her not to leave me." It's just like, what a weird and stupid thing to say.
I was very firm with her, and she was still going to leave me, so I had to cut her.
She said, "I'm going to divorce you," and I said, "No, you're not. No, you're not."
This has been perhaps the cleverest ruse of all time, a cunning attempt to trick him. He murdered his wife because she was going to leave him. But why the others? They were apparently collateral damage to cover up the murder of his wife, but also they're all bitches. Bitches, whore, and gypsies. We'd hear it from the people of the town. They'd call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
To be fair, this may sound crazy and convoluted, but it is also essentially what the DC sniper was doing.
So Stefania recovers the gun and is ready to shoot him when Bonelli and the Carabinieri arrive to put a stop to all this elaborate contrivance. None of the girls were killed. It was all special effects and movie magic organized by Mr. Fairbrain and carried out by Stefania, except for that part where the cops actually shot Daniel. Now, also, this is where I go back and say they recovered the body of Greta, which was a fake body with a rubber head.
Right. And then also one of them is just like, "How did you guess the truth?" And it's like, what are you talking about? He was standing right there when he gave his confession.
Yeah. So Bonelli talks her down and they arrest Alex, who laughs like a maniac. Bonelli figured it out.
He's crying. He's not laughing.
Oh, okay. It sounds like he's laughing.
I was very confused, but no, he's crying.
Bonelli figured it out when he saw a photo from the commercial, which is that hard cut to the commercial of like Stefania eating a popsicle.
Yep.
Now, one of Alex's victims was also in that photo with Stefania, which was her sister. Okay. It all comes together.
So which one is her sister?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. As he's erected, Alex calls out, "Don't hurt me, Papa, please." And we cut back to that scene at the beginning where the kid is watching snuff porn with his jack-off grandfather, or maybe his father, who can say. And they're both enjoying the snuff together. And when it's over, the old man shuts off the projector and leaves the room. And little Alex puts it back on and laughs at the carnage as the credits roll.
Oh my goodness. This movie is insanely stupid and confusing.
It is an exhausting fucking movie. It is way too goddamn long. It is full of shit that could have been cut out.
It's 2 hours. Half of those scenes are just people running down cobblestone
It's runnings and like meaningless cameos from people that it's just like, remember this guy? You like that movie he was in, right?
And then videos. Music videos.
Oh, that song, baby. That song.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, it is. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I wish somebody would fucking put it out on a Blu-ray. I would buy it in a goddamn heartbeat.
I'm surprised nobody has.
I know. Somebody fucking put this movie out. It's such an idiotic exercise. But yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Yep, there it is. A lot of, you're going to hear Eternal City a whole bunch of times. There's a fucking underwear on sex scene that just drove me insane. It's and the fact that they are really going hard to convince you that Stefania Stella is destined for international stardom.
When your eyes and ears tell you otherwise.
I wish somebody had just pulled Al Festa aside and been like, "Listen, man, your heart's in the right place, but like, come on."
Maybe she's a really good BMX bike racer. Maybe she's good at other stuff.
Yeah. Maybe Silvio Berlusconi looked at it and was like, "Shit, we are going to make her a goddamn star."
It's like, I love sexy ladies.
He loves him a sexy lady.
Because he had the sexy lady parties.
This is true. It's like Stewie's sexy parties. Oh, fuck. Well, anyways, that's Fatal Frames, man. We got there. We made it.
Yeah.
So What's our next movie?
Well, next week, 99-cent rental. We are continuing our deep cuts with the Cars That Ate Paris. It's a Robert Weir deep cut. I think it's his first movie, second movie maybe.
It's in there, yeah.
Peter Weir? No.
It's Peter Weir. Peter Weir.
Peter Weir.
Yeah, same guy who did Picnic at Hanging Rock.
I like this movie a lot. It's very cool. It is very weird.
It is incredibly weird. It's not the movie you think it is.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah.
We're going to watch that. And then in 2 weeks, Bring Me the Axe. You're going to be coming back with a not so deep cut Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Hey, it's going to be fun. The
1978.
Yeah, the 78 one. So you're going to get you some
Dog with a Man Face.
Dog with a Man Face and Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Dr. Spock.
And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I feel like and Sutherland, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, this is peak Sutherland.
Oh, we get to talk about sexy Donald Sutherland.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's gonna be a good one.
And this will not be the last time we talk about sexy Donald Sutherland this year.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Okay, we'll see you next week with the Cars That Ate Paris, and we'll be back with Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
In your world, there's thousand